Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 51 of the Railcraft server Let's Play. And I am making heating elements, or heat conductors. Going to need to actually... Don't know why I'm going outside. It's actually meant to go down. Get... What? Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. I need to process a bunch of rubber. Looks like... I'm not sure why I'm overheating all of a sudden. That's a bit odd. So the heating elements... okay, need some more rubber. We also need to make a bunch of fluid ejector upgrades. So we're going to need some electric motors, which means we need wire. Why is it so hot all of a sudden? Well, I say all of a sudden, but you know, it's been quite some time on the server since I was here last. Let's cast some cables, I guess. So, I've also made a few tanks. Ouch. Okay, I need to go cool down. Oh. Did I leave that on? I must have left that on. That explains the incredible heat down here. Ow. Get some more clay from this. We can throw away some junk. That we don't really need. Throw away those. And swamp flower. We'll take the planks. And I'll leave the rest, I guess. Sticks. Don't really need sticks. Or other flowers. Or leather. Okay. That'll do. And cool down enough to not have heat stroke anymore, at least. And now the rubber should be done. Or some more rubber should be done, maybe enough so that we can actually make the rest of these. No, not quite. We need 6 more. Come on. There we go. And bam. That's 20. I think that's the amount. I think I said 10 per heat exchanger, so that would be 20 total, because I have 2 of them. Now we need some iron. We need 3, 1 per motor, and then 2 more per motor, I believe. Probably going to need more copper wire. As well. So yeah, that's enough for 2. And we need 2 of these per motor. Then we also need some tin. So we need 1 ingot per motor there too. That should give us 2 more of these. Oh, 3 actually. Okay, so then we just need 1 more. So we need a bit more copper. That will do. Then we'll make 1 more of these. We need 1 more of these. We'll wait for this to cool down, solidify. There. Then we can mash these out into plates and then into casings. Actually, we need more tin than that. I'm going to do it the slightly faster way. Now copper pulled into that. Tin there. And then we need some plates. We need 12 of these. Let's see. That'll give us 3 motors. And this probably will not be 12. Nope, just 6. So we'll need 1 more load of tin. And done. Now, final step. Oh yeah. You can use dense tin plates. Basically it saves you, it lets you get 9 fluid ejector upgrades for 1 motor. It saves you 8 motors pretty much, but I don't feel like waiting for I don't feel like making that many dense plates right now, not on camera. So I think this will do. Not entirely sure I have everything, but if I don't, we'll get the rest. Let's continue setting things up at least. Oh. I don't have enough tanks, actually. Need some... Actually... Ow. I need some... God damn it. Mobs still spawn down here, apparently. Where are my torches? There. Let's put one back here, I guess. Put one in here, here, for good measure. Okay. Okay, so we're going to want 2 of these to output to this side, north, which should be that side. No. North side. And then we're going to put one in there. And one in there. And then 10 heat conductors in there and 10 in there. Because remember, we need an output capacity of 100 on both of these, because to use high pressure steam, we need was it 121 or 221? We need 200 heat units per tick into the steam boiler to maintain the enough heat. And then, of course, we are going to put the tanks here for the fluid to be output into, and I don't have any cobblestone, but I do have some stone, so we can actually make that to make a couple of levers, and we're going to put one here. We're going to turn it on because we always want to be outputting. We're pulling out the cold coolant, which we don't have any of yet. Pull it out of there and into the reactor. Then we're going to put a tank here, and we're going to take a redstone IO block and one of the transposers, and we're going to put that here, I guess. Will work nicely. Right, we needed an EPROM for this as well. I guess we can borrow one from the other computer. For now. Still haven't made a tablet either. But basically... Oh. Well... Dumps. I need more cables too. I'm going to have cables coming from going underneath the ground here to connect these blocks to the computer, which is going to be running the reactor. I also need energy output, which is going to be connected to these. And I guess I will use a set of MFEs for now, because I don't have where did you come from? You must have come from the outside, I guess. I don't have the materials to make an MFSU yet. So we'll have a bank of MFUs. No, I mean MFEs. Although preferably I would have an MFSU because that is one step closer to the maximum power, maximum voltage. It's still going? No, not really. We also need to make coolant, which is fairly easy when you have distilled water. Let's see. We have a bunch here too. So let's grab a universal fluid cell, grab all of this. We'll grab this as well, I guess. And I should probably replenish that. So let's grab 10 buckets of water. And we'll put that in there. And that'll have some more distilled water being made during the day, of course. Now, lapis, we have quite a bit. So we're going to take 20 lapis. Actually, do you need... How much do you need? Wasn't it... let's see. IC2 coolant. Extractor, no. I don't actually remember how much it took. I remember that if you use regular water, you need 1 lapis dust per bucket, but I don't remember how many you get with distilled water. Actually, I can just do this probably. Yeah. That gets rid of that. Then we're going to go into fluid enrich. And then we're going to put a bunch of this in. So it might be 8 buckets per lapis if you use... Oh. No? Was it 100 millibuckets per piece of lapis? I guess. JEI doesn't show the recipes, it appears, which is a little unfortunate. But I can live with that. I'm pretty sure. Let's grab the overclockers from here. Throw them in there. Speed that up a bit. The clay we can put away. Same with the crag rock. Don't really know what to do with the stone. I can put it in here for now, I guess. Just to get rid of it. Probably won't need it. Don't even know why I'm carrying it right now. We can probably grab this and get this going. Bunch of rubber. Put that up there. Oh. Got a lag spike there. Should be able to grab that out of there. Like that. Put a bunch more in. And then we have our coolant. Not a lot, but it will do for now. We're not even starting the reactor yet. So it will definitely do. I may also want to move this over. Now, what's in here? Do I have any fuel? Oh, right. We also have this thing, which is going to need to be moved over. And we can take this. I'm going to have to make another reactor access port or hatch, whatever it's called, for the robot to use. Because it of course needs to access the inventory of the reactor. Which with a fluid reactor you can't do on any side. Oh, that filled up, so we can grab all of that. Put in some more distilled water. And I don't actually know how much I need, but you of course need enough so that you can keep the flow going. Because if the reactor manages to use up all of the cold coolant before filling up the output tank and the fluid heat exchangers, that would be bad, because it would start to heat up if it doesn't have anywhere to put the heat. So there needs to be enough coolant to fill the outputs. And then a bit more, of course. Because it needs to have time to... It needs some extra to use while it cycles back. But 20 should be a good bit on the way there. Definitely. So we'll take it for now. What else did we need? We also need the program. So we're going to boot, well, actually we need the programs, although for now we only need the server program. So let's see, we're going to go into mount, and then in here, the numbers for the disk, right? Yeah. So we'll go into that, go into the floppy disk, and here we have the elevator programs and the reactor refueling program. So in the repository, I'm going to go into the go to the reactor manager, and I'm going to copy the raw URL, and then I'm going to do that, download that. Now we have the reactor manager, and then I'm going to do the same for the reactor client. And basically I'm opening them, and then there's a little button next to the title bar on the right side that says open raw when you hover over it. And you want to right click that and then select copy link address. And that gets you the URL to the raw file, which is not embedded in the website, and that is what you can download. So now we have both the client side program and the server side program on the floppy disk. We're going to borrow this EPROM so we can boot up the computer. I'll make an EPROM for it later on off camera. We're approaching the end of the episode, so I'm hoping we'll get this at least somewhat set up. While or before the end. Oh, there's another zombie. Don't know where you came from, but whatever. Right, also need more cables. Let's take the OpenOS disk, put that in there, and we should be able to boot this up. And then to run the install program, we'll install OpenOS. Yep. Which is pretty boring because it's completely automatic. And it's taking its time too. How much RAM did I put in this thing? Ooh, tier 1 card. I don't know if that is going to be enough for this to run properly. I think OpenOS needs more than that. Although we don't really need that much. Because the Reactor program isn't that RAM intensive. So now we can get rid of that. Put our own floppy disk in instead. And then from mount there, we want the Reactor manager. And we'll copy that to Reactor manager.lua, which will be in home. And then if we try to run it, it's going to... Yeah, okay. So it's failing to load certain APIs because there isn't enough memory. So we definitely need more than one tier 1 card. So I'm going to have to upgrade that. I'll have to make some more circuit boards and make more RAM off camera, of course, so I don't want to do that. It's rather time consuming. And with that, I'm going to end the episode here, and I'll see you in the next one.